timed. It'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. He wants to go deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot. Second down, they're staring at 3rd.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it here.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Gets the back moving. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And how about that on 3rd down? You give it to your playmaker in the backfield, and he's able to use his speed to go get the first.
He's a guy that you should be focusing on with this offense. He's definitely a game breaker. He's a guy that they starred, going into this matchup that they had to stop. 3rd down, money down. You figured they might probably get him the football. They do, and they get the first down.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Throws it deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Nestled just inside that right upright. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The run inside. It's Johnson. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll have enough for the first down. They'll maintain possession. We'll see if they're happy enough just to let the clock run out. To throw, it's Denson. Finds his man, it's Moore. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Clemson is quick to the line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And another connection and another big play for this offense. And they keep the gas to the floor. Like they're still throwing the football, still making big plays. And this defense, they still have found zero answers in how to get back in this football game.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. He got it, and they'll push that lead out a little further. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We start with a look in on BYU, taking on the number 7 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's BYU coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Eli Holstein to throw. They're setting up the screen. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Back to throw, it's Holstein. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Upstairs to make the catch. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. The Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10. Run in the red zone. It's Lewis. He's pulled down after a tough run. Gets it to the 6. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Got it! Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the 1st down.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard.
The offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Here's Holstein to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, Cavaliers! They fought their way all the way back, and it's a 1-possession game.
I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
Coming out with it, it's Johnson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Clemson jumps to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down.
He got 15 on that one. Virginia will call its first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to Johnson. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Running inside, it's Johnson. And tackled there by the defense.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football.
He's got it, 1st down and more. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run it to the right side. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking for a crease, it's Haynes. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Really impressed with the running back.
They've got a 1st down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Grab behind the line. It's Brown. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Trying play action. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for an open area to his left. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Tigers! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
Holstein. And the quarterback is knocked
This defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the fourth quarter. You're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up.
Oh, he wants it all. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big play.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Fourth down, Holstein. Crosses the 30, he's got away. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
And now my mindset has to completely change. Listen, we needed points, that's over. Like, plenty of time left, over 3 minutes on the clock. I got to get me a stop, and I got to get that football back so my offense can score some points.
Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And he's done everything for this offense today, running the football, so much so that he's now got 98 yards rushing. We're in the fourth quarter. One more carry, and this guy could eclipse the 100-yard mark.
Dropping back, it's Denson. Buys a little time. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Touchdown, Clemson! Quick strike through the air for the score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. We started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's Wilson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They're dealing with a second and long. Throwing, Holstein. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Unleashes one. It's picked off, and another empty drive. And they'll get him down after a solid... Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like, you could just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Got a little space. There's a crease. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He might have gotten way too greedy there, held it too long, and couldn't throw it away to avoid the loss. And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Strong, firm tackle.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
They run into a bit of trouble here, 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
One more play to pad the stats. Eli Holstein to throw. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room.
Down he goes. Can't get the throw off, and that's going to do it.